Do you see that?
No way.
Diabetes.
Bob coming straight out the water with the diabetes. Gotta go to the gym, man. Drink some water. Get that insulin and blood sugar levels taken care of there, Bob. You don't want to lose your leg.
Oh my god. There's no way this just happened and no one else talk about this video, because what just transpired was one of the most horrific things that we've ever seen. So if you're under 18, go grab your parent. For Elon Musk, think about all the things that he's done in his pursuit that he says is to solve the meaning of life. Better electric cars, curing the United States of its debt, and expediting space exploration. However, something threw everyone off. Is he going too far? What is he trying to prove? All questions that people have had. However, when he sat down with Jordan Peterson, most people haven't seen this video because about 2 days afterwards they took it down, and this is the reason why. Now, some people see it as him overextending. Most question whether he's going to face repercussions, and the repercussions that he does face, how severe will it be? Because anybody that's read the story of Nikola Tesla, seems as if Elon is going down the same path.
Various issues just before we started. You said you were up till 4 in the morning?
Yeah,
So-
actually a little more like 5 in the morning. But
Okay.
we got to the XAI data center, or supercomputer center, training from beginning installation to start of training in 19 days, which is the fastest that anyone has ever gotten a supercomputer to train.
And is that in that new building off the side?
That's in Memphis, actually.
It's in Memphis?
Yeah.
Oh, so that's where you were?
Yeah.
I see.
Memphis, the capital of ancient Egypt.
Right. Yeah, you're bringing what?
Perhaps that's where our new God will come from.
Yeah, no kidding. No kidding. Yeah, I wish that was funny.
Dude, all I can say is that technology is moving scary fast. It's scary fast. I mean, just in my lifetime, we've had a rotary phone, no caller ID, no, not even digital, not even buttons you push, like a rotary phone for people that don't know what that is. It's just a very old phone, to Starlink, to the internet, to literal satellites, things being sent to Mars, AI, all these things that they're exciting, but they're also fucking terrifying when it comes down to it.
Have you ever drawn this symbol? Do you remember the first time you saw this symbol? Do you think that it is encoded in our reality? Or do you think this is just something that we're mimicking from each other? This is called the Super S symbol. Why does everybody know this symbol right here, but nobody knows where it came from? This is just more than a doodle. They call this a memory artifact. This is a symbol embedded in our subconscious that is a clip from outside the simulation. We are at the ancient artificial intelligence, or ancient AI, part of the map. If you want to follow along on our map journey, the link is in the bio. You probably drew this in school or saw a classmate drawing this, but everybody says the same thing. They don't really remember where it came from. There is no confirmed creator, brand origin, or company behind it. So how do we all know this symbol? People claim that this symbol, this Super S, is actually the logo we see right before we enter the simulation. Bold statement, I know, but there are 3 things. It's familiar, it's symmetrical, and it feels intentional. Also, everybody can instinctively draw this symbol. Even if you've never drew this before, you could put pen to paper right now and probably draw it from memory. It is internationally known. It is a watermark from outside the system. Psychologists claim we may be just mimicking each other, but guess what? This happened before the internet. There were no memes. There was no social media, but we all instinctively know this symbol. Is this coded in our brain, or is it coded in our reality? Did you see it? When did you see it? And do you believe that it is outside of our reality, outside the simulation, or this is just something that we're learning from each other? Let me know. It's us.
So that mean that the rumor about Marilyn Manson getting his rib removed so he could suck his own dick is part of the simulation too, because all of us growing up knew about that? Honest question.
Do you think they're evil?
I think they're desperate. I think that they're trying to survive, and I think they want to come here. I think they want to live here on our planet, and they can't do so without borrowing heavily from our gene pool.
Let's get into that a little bit. Let's unpack that.
Yeah.
There is, if you look at the story that the molecular biologist on Reddit put out, a lot of that taps into their diet and how they digest food and how they produce waste. It is said, according to him, that with, the fact that they don't have teeth, that they have these small openings as mouths. They have a separate trachea and esophagus, which, by the way, genius.
Yeah.
He said that they mainly would have to, consume a liquid diet high in copper.
Yeah.
Because copper was found to be, in really high content in the blood. And
Yeah.
You have a theory on this, and it's not necessarily a theory that is it's not of love and light, I'll tell you that.
No, it's very dark.
I had a guest in here recently that was talking about, his alleged alien abductions, and he was then sort of deferring to the idea that they feed on blood somehow, but it's consumed not orally, but like
absorbing it.
Exactly, like they sit in these vats or whatever, and that it would make sense that their blood would be sort of compatible if we are related to these species that are taking these cows or whatever it is, or taking their blood. The desanguination is just, I think, the most bizarre part of all this, because there's never, even in winter, that's what like blew my mind.
Yeah.
If a drop of touches the snow, these things have no blood in them, and there's no blood around them, no tracks leading up or going to or from them.
Yeah.
No struggle. They're just dead on their side, with these holes bored in them and with no left. Like, what are you supposed to make of that?
Yeah. Like, how do you frame that in a way that makes any sense? And I think hearing way out there theories is important, because even if it's wrong, it's going to get you to think outside of your mindset, and then you're going to make the real connection of what it is over here. So I think it's good to hear all these things. They're thought experiments, even if you don't agree with it or you think, oh, this is crazy.
Sure.
But tell me anyways, because I want the thought experience, because it's gonna get your mind going. Because we work in these bubbles, and you need somebody to think outside of the box and to share a different perspective to help you make new perspectives that are different than the perspective they're sharing.
I mean, the whole elites being reptilian aliens thing, harvesting blood, adrenochrome. Maybe it's not the adrenochrome. Maybe they just want the blood, dude. Maybe it's easy for them to, get the blood from defenseless younger humans, unfortunately, and that's what all this trafficking stuff is. I don't know, man. I like to think that humans aren't as terrible as those people are, without there being some sort of, different race inhabiting their bodies or shape-shifting or something into something that terrible to do the things that are happening. But I mean, I think the reality is that there's some pretty screwed up humans doing some pretty screwed up things, and I don't think we can just automatically associate it with aliens or demons, and we just have to kind of be realistic about some people just being fucked up. What about the aliens drinking blood and stuff? Maybe that's vampires, dude. Maybe that's like stories of vampires. If the aliens have been here since before we were, who's to say they're not still with us? And I think a lot of us still do think that, so maybe they're vampires. Vampires are aliens.
And this is where things go from odd to insane.
This time I brought my laser. Did you see that? Dude, it like lights up. It lights up.
When the beam hits the object, something becomes visible.
Dude, there's something like around it. No drone does that. No drone does that. It's literally like invisible or see-through. And it's like, it's round.
I slowed this footage down, increased the exposure slightly, just enhancing it, not adding or changing anything to showcase what this object may be.
It's tiny, and then when I like hit it with the beam, it like is bigger. Like, see, there's like, it's literally a circle. Bro, that is not a plane.
He continues shining the laser on it, talking to the people in the live chat, and every time the laser hits it, it appears almost perfectly spherical.
Look at that. It's like small, and then when you hit it, there's like a little force field around it. You see, it's like a bubble.
And then suddenly, the object appears to drop.
It's going down. Hold on. Sorry, guys, hold on. My fingers are so cold, I can't even press the button correctly. Wait. That's it right there. It's at the ground. It's at the ground. It's shining literally at the ground. I'm gonna go get it. I'm going. That's not a drone. We're going.
So I can't find part 3 of that video. It was weird because like it looked like a force field, right, or something that would like the light would. I mean, you saw the video. I don't have to describe it to you, but how big was the object and how close was it? Because I thought it was like a far away object and like a super powerful laser like hit it like the height of a plane. But he said it went down. He shined the light on it while it was on the ground. So what the fuck was that? I have no idea. It's weird though.
He claims something that could rewrite everything we know about history, and his videos might actually prove it. In one clip, he's standing in front of a massive wooden structure he says is the real Noah's Ark under construction. Animals climbing the ramp, workers everywhere, and he even points to someone he calls Noah himself. Then his footage jumps to the Titanic during the disaster, water flooding the decks, people running everywhere, and he films it like he's trapped in the chaos. Another video shows 1,950 seconds, San Francisco, classic cars passing, people moving, like old footage, and he casually walks into a McDonald's and films himself ordering food as if nothing's unusual. But the wildest moment, followers dared him to show Trenza, the hidden country no map confirms, and somehow he uploads multiple clips claiming he's inside it, walking through streets no one recognizes. So the question is this the most convincing trick ever? Or did he actually capture something impossible?
It's AI, dude. I mean, I know it sucks that like so many videos now, it's hard to tell the difference, but there's this YouTube channel I've watched a few times of a chick that does this, right? Like she like did like her time during the Titanic and all this, and like she says it's AI. And it looks that good. It's like a whole like 30-minute long video, so you can see like some wonkiness in there because there's a lot of it, but like these like little like 40-second videos this guy's uploading, it'd be way easier to make the AI look like better, right? Because it's such a shorter time to like refine it. It's a cool idea though. It's fun for sure. It's just bullshit.
All religions are false. None of them will ever help you meet God. Why? Because the God you imagine does not exist. I am talking about the God who controls everything, who punishes some, rewards others, and sends people to hell or heaven. That God is a human invention. We humans took the unknown, the mystery of existence, and trapped it in books, rules, and fear. The real God is not a person. It is a state of consciousness. Neville Goddard used to say that God is in you as your own creative awareness. So when you say, "I saw a miracle," or "God answered my prayer," what you actually saw was your inner world creating your outer world. That is not God doing magic. It is the law of the spirit, the law of your mind. Joe Dispenza says that when you pray with conviction and visualize with emotion, you change your body, your energy, and your life. You connect with universal intelligence, but that intelligence is not outside of you. It is in you. It is you. Don't get me wrong. An egregore can answer your prayer. In reality, every religious god is an egregore, a collective energy form. But you don't know what you are really giving it when you pray to it. You are opening doors without knowing the price. What life wants you to understand is that what you have been calling God all this time was already inside of you. This isn't about judging religion or telling you to leave it. It's about remembering that as long as you give more power to something outside of you than to the light that shines within you, you will miss your true divinity. Not everyone is ready to hear this message. But if you are ready to wake up and realize the divine within you, you are on the right page. Let's start this adventure of self-realization together.
I'm pretty sure that's exactly what Jesus said in like so many words. He's like, I am you. We're the same. God is inside you. It's in all of us. And I'm not even a Christian. That's not even my shit. But like, it's awesome, right? Jesus was a G. He had bars. He was a good dude. But yeah, I mean, that's what I believe. I believe that like we all have the same abilities within us, untapped for whatever reason, maybe numbed or dumbed down by external stimuli, maybe things like fluoride, maybe things like MK Ultra, maybe just like the world's designed to keep us down and dumb, right? And I think it really doesn't allow you to tap into your true self. And I think things like, DMT and psilocybin are, glimpses of what's possible. But unfortunately, those are illegal for no other reason than I can think to, not allow us to open up.
And we're not going to act like they didn't just drop pictures from the Titan submersible, like they didn't tell us it imploded. And now they're showing these videos, these very vivid videos of what actually happened. As an OG 24 million views on one video in less than 24 hours Titan submersible talker, we need to talk about it. Before you go looking for my page of the Titan Submersible series that I created that garnered over 40 million views, I want you to know that it is gone because that page is gone. This is a new page. Follow me on the new page. The main things that I talked about was how all of a sudden everyone went hush hush on the real details of what happened to the Titan Submersible. They told us it imploded. It was bye-bye, no pieces left, no bodies left. And then after that, they showed up with body parts and pieces of the ship that they covered up because the FBI wanted to seal the information. And now all of a sudden they have this miraculous footage and these last words from the people who were on the Titan Submersible. One begs the question, why was this all covered up? And it's because there's still some shit we don't know. And I'm going to go back to my original statement by saying these people were fucking eaten by something. I do not believe what they are telling us. We're not going to bypass all the physicists and people from the US who said, oh, it imploded, there are no pieces. But we saw them pulling up pieces. And now all of a sudden, it turns out they have this miraculous footage evidence. Besties, we can clearly see whole ass pieces of this Titan Submersible. It doesn't look imploded to me. Let's not forget they were pulling these pieces up as well as body parts that they still have not told us what the remains actually tell about what happened. Some real unscrupulous shit going on with the Coast Guard dropping this information on us and thinking we're gonna let it go, because I'm not letting it go. Someone who read the multiple documents, the multiple lawsuits, all the information from this Titan Submersible disaster, I'm telling you there's more to this. Those people weren't looking for the Titanic. They were looking for something with marine biology. And from the looks of it, they fucking found it and it fucking ate them.
Oh yeah, you tell them, sister. She's I don't know, man. I mean, the Mariana Trench, the pressure of the ocean is crazy. It's literally like 34,000 feet deep. There are species that survive at the bottom of some of the deepest parts of the ocean that cannot survive those depths. So it wouldn't surprise me if something man-made, an independent company that was driven by a fucking Xbox controller would get crunched up if it was down there. Then again, I'm also not above some large sea creature eating them, because that's a way cooler story, and that is now my official story behind this. They were definitely eaten by something.
So now you're telling me that there's an underground city below Los Angeles that's been there for God knows how long, called Subtropolis? I'm sorry, what? I've never heard of such a thing, but I just saw a video today and now my mind is blown because I've been obsessing over the fires and all the random information that I'm getting from people that live there, from the news, from TikTok. A lot of things in my mind don't add up with these fires. And I'm sure a lot of you agree with me. I've heard some theories, some a little way over here, but they also make sense. Some way over here, but those also make sense too. So there's an underground city. And the video, if you've seen the video, you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't, find the video now. It was called Subtropolis. But they keep it was giving Raiders of the Lost Ark vibe. That's the only way I can describe it. Like, you're gonna find some deep, dark government secrets. Find the video.
Motherfucker, you're talking about the video. Why don't you show the video? Link to the video, something. Instead of saying you saw something, it's true. Go find it yourself. If you're gonna talk about it, fucking show it, dude. Also, I feel like this guy just saw like a random TikTok video, like the one I just watched, and then just believed it. I feel like that's like me saying, hey guys, guess what? This happened because I just watched this video I just watched. You gotta show the video, bro, to avoid that disconnect there. Give some credibility to your words, sir.
Okay, so the plot thickens, right? So apparently in 2008, this Max Logan kid said, and this is the test actually was done, but he said the Large Hadron Collider, or the Particle Accelerator or whatever, in Europe did a test. And what that test did was a catastrophic event that pushed us into a parallel universe. Which brings me to and we're talking about the 1 minute is now 45 seconds, right? So which brings me to the next part, the Mandela Effect. The Mandela Effect, as you know, is like, we remember things from the past and they're different now. So I remember a mirror, mirror on the wall. Now it's magic mirror on the wall. I remember the Bernstein Bears. Now it's the Barnstein Bears. I remember the Kit Kat having a dash in it because my grandmother bought me a Kit Kat every Sunday of my life when we went to Sunday roast. I remember the Walt Disney intro on Sundays when I'd go for the roast, and the little pixie would dot the I. And now it doesn't, and apparently it never did. So these are all things that are different. Now guess when the first episode of the Mandela Effect was? You can't make this up. 2009. I mean, is that a coincidence or what?
I'm looking at my watch right now, and it's 41 seconds, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48. What the fuck is he talking about? 45 seconds is a minute. Did I miss something? Is there another video that hasn't been shared to give context to what these guys are saying? Also, I do remember Tinkerbell dotting the I in Disney, but if I remember correctly, I think that was for a specific series or something. It didn't happen every time. It was like for like a Disney Channel show or movie or something like that. Could be wrong. Also, it's Berenstein Bears. It's always been Berenstein Bears. As much as I love Kit Kats, I couldn't tell you if there was ever a hyphen in there.
Pizzagate was totally made up. It was an outrageous allegation that ended up hurting a number of people, that caused a deranged young man to show up with his assault rifle and shoot up a local pizzeria. I can't believe you're even referencing it. You should be. I don't follow the crazy conspiracy stories that are online. I regret that anybody does. I find it quite sad, but also disturbing that people would believe some of what is put forth, like Pizzagate. So I have taken no steps to review anything that might have any connection to something which I think is totally bogus.
Nope. Not touching that one. Nope. I love being alive. I have no desire to harm myself, everyone. Hillary Clinton, you are a queen. You do nothing wrong. You are great. If you ever see this, I think you're wonderful. Don't hurt me.
More and more people are now saying that the CIA codes that were released are actually a real thing. And I was like, CIA codes like weapons or something? They're like, no. CIA codes related to the human body and how just knowing these sequences can change your body. How can a sequence of numbers affect your body? And how she described it, the woman who was like, this is a complete joke, and then tried it and said her pain is gone. She focused on the area where she was having the pain while she was having it, and then repeated this sequence of numbers, 55515, over and over again, kind of turning it into like a mantra, would say it out loud. It worked. I dug into this because everything fascinates me. There is a pain relief code, the 55515. There is a peace code. There is an unexpected money code. We're talking a sequence of numbers for income. And wait for it, they also have them for weight loss and reality shift. Who knew? And apparently the romance code is another one that people say they swear by. You don't have to just walk around chanting these numbers to yourself so that you sound crazy to everyone. You can just visualize this sequence of numbers, focus on what it is these numbers are supposed to be doing for you. We are also saying write these numbers down. You can write them on your body. Show them to water before you drink the water. Apparently being related to that study where they took water and like drew a picture of like an animal or something, then took the picture away and then stuck the water in like a freezer. And whenever they took the water out and ran it under a microscope, there was a picture of that animal, proving that water had memory. If it works, it works. Thanks, CIA.
That sounds crazy. 944-1295, 9944-215, 9944-215. It's worth a try, right? But that's it for today's video, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Check out lucidrob.com. Check out the merch, the blog posts, the videos and updates, and get your iceberg conspiracy poster, free digital to download. You just take it to like Staples or UPS or something and have it printed out. But for everyone who's your first time watching, thank you so much. Like, subscribe, see more videos like this. And for the OGs, thanks for coming back and supporting me every step along the way. You are awesome. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.